Hello.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good
Welcome to another episode of Postales webinars.
Yeah, it's especially we being coming from Kerala, it's a
Yeah,
pretty sad time for us, whether it is related to the landslides and floods happening across Kerala.
we got a lot of bad news from yesterday.
Yeah, with the plane crash and the floods and landslides.
Yeah,
All we can do is just support them in all possible way, however we can, and pray for their families and souls. It's a hard time, but then we have already came across this is kind of becoming season, and we definitely need to do something on that, but let's
and
do this
every
together.
every year we are coming across this landslide or flood. It's like becoming a regular scene in
Regularly.
Kerala when the monsoon season starts.
And I think it's high time we need to check the
Yeah,
report and do something really about it and save the Western Ghats. Not only save the, at least we will be able to do something. So on that note,
most of this is happening just because of our
yeah,
misbehavior towards
correct.
nature.
It's human
And it's
greed.
it's it's very visible and it's a proven fact. We got a lot of reports regarding that.
Yeah. So today, I mean, yeah, we are going to talk about it. We just need to sit and go on. Today we have a guest, a fabulous photographer, Ramachandran, and he's a software person by profession, and an extremely awesome photographer. So we will be introducing him right after a small introduction. So
About postals.
about Postales. So Postales is a collective collaboration of a group of dedicated nature lovers to bring humans closer to nature through the medium of photography and art. We have started this organization 6 years ago with our wildlife photography workshops to different locations, and then three other verticals added: the magazine, events, and education. Now, the latest one is our webinars to connect you with experts from across the world, online exhibitions, and online review.
We have so far did 33, 34 online magazines, in fact, and one international wildlife festival which happened in Dubai. We also did 60 plus international workshops and lectures all over the world. 23 photography exhibitions to build awareness on nature and wildlife conservation. We have a collective social media followers of 1.5 million plus. We have planted over 40,000 saplings to the places we traveled and within among our friends as well. We have almost 200, more than 200 international contributors who support us with their photographs, articles, videos, and who support us with their knowledge sharing program. We published and produced collect coffee table books. Our first coffee table book was on big cats. The book name is The Big Cat Race. 101 big cats from across the world was published in that book. And the second book is about the species from the Arabian Peninsula. The book name is The Arabian Trails. We thank our trusted partners, our conservation partner Nikon, associate partners Snap Coaches, and Out of the Box. Now we are introducing Ramachandiran Govindaraj, an amazing wildlife photographer. Let me add him to our program.
Ram people, there are so many questions. Where is Ramachandran sir?
Welcome, Ramachandran.
Here you go with
Yeah,
Ramachandran sir. So Ram, I think it's good if you can start with a small introduction about yourself, your journey.
Yeah, thank you, Nisha. Thank you, Hermes. It's
You're
been a
welcome.
pleasure to join with you guys. So,
Thank
yeah,
you.
hello everyone who's watching here. Okay, yeah. To summarize my journey, so it's like I'm from near to Western Ghats. So from my childhood and adulthood, I used to travel to Polachi or Valpar in year just to see the elephants. So I don't photograph anything. Myself and my cousin, we are interested in just watching the elephants. So we used to take a drive in the weekends, and we used to go somewhere near Polachi or in the Western Ghats just to see the elephant. So and also like from my childhood, I'm grown with the nature, right? So we used to watch the Baya weavers nest building and other activities by simply sitting for hours. And also we used to watch a lot of these nature trails by going walk by with the trekkings and other stuff. So then slowly I entered into the photography like around 7 to 8 years ago. So then I'm just going with the nature, and I'm just flowing with the wind. So and I used to travel the other tiger reserves and Masai Mara National Park in Kenya. So and yeah, so that's my journey, and it's going on. Yeah,
That's great.
Great.
yeah,
Great. So today so now whoever was waiting for Ram's journey, he have begin with his introduction. Now we are giving the whole control to Ram with the screen. In between, any of you got any doubts, please feel free to send it through Facebook or YouTube. We will stop him in between and we can ask him.
Yeah, you can add your comments in the comment section of
Comment
YouTube
section.
or Facebook. We'll be asking all the questions and your concerns to Ram. Ram, you can start your journey.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'll take into my pictures and I'll explain the moments behind that scene, and also how I composed that particular picture, and what is important in capturing such habitat shots. So to me,
Great.
capturing the animals in the habitat itself is it tells a story from their side. So I don't want to go close or any tight shots with the image. So I always prefer to have a habitat or with the scape with the animals. Right?
Okay.
So if you see this one, this is a lioness chasing hyena. So this was shot in Masai Mara National Reserve uh, 3 years ago. Uh, like when we step out of that camp the day morning, we encountered a lion and lioness with a kill, zebra kill. It was half-eaten zebra. I guess it would have the kill would have been made in the night. Then so it was too dark, and we couldn't touch our camera because it nothing to do with the camera in that night. So it was almost 6:05 a.m. in the morning. Immediately when we step out at 6 o'clock, we sighted that we had that sighting. Then we waited to the light to come out, and after some 30-40 minutes, there was so many hyenas which disturbed the lioness, and the male lion, at one point it irritated and it took major portion of the kill into the bushes. After that, this female lioness, it was having the remaining part of the zebra. So we anticipated that at some point this lioness will get angry and it will chase the hyenas. So what we did, so we kept the distance from that sighting, and we stood away, and we were ready with the high shutter speed because at any time the action might happen. So yeah, uh, sometimes you will be very lucky when your anticipation is goes success. Yes, so at one point this lioness got frustrated, and she started chasing the hyena. So they came exactly in the position where we placed, and this was the lucky shot on that day.
Yeah, understanding animal behavior
Yeah.
helps a lot.
Yes, true. So
Yeah,
you should not hurry to take the photo. You just understand the animal's behavior and be calm and position yourself, then you will get this something like this.
definitely. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go one after one. Then in whenever we get some questions, we will stop you.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah, this is what we were waiting for.
This is Yeah. This one is like, I should not say I took this image. So I was destined to take this image. So this scene pulled us there because like after this sighting, after this moment, we had to catch our flight in an hour. So that was the last day in the trip. So morning we sighted this zebra and this giraffe and calf, just 5 to 10 minutes, and we left the place. So because we had to quickly go back to the camp and pack everything and catch the flight. So what we did, like we just saw this and we left away, and we got a call from the other guide that hyena is chasing the calf. So we rushed back to this scene, and we noticed that a hyena tried to catch this calf, but this mother giraffe, it didn't give up. So she tried hard, and after some time, the hyena gave away. So it left the place. But this mother giraffe, like without any awareness, he took the calf in the open savanna. And also, like the last evening, we sighted a lioness there. So
Okay.
so we just guessed there might be a chance for an accident. So we just followed the giraffe, but and also like we had to look at our watch as well, because like we just hardly had an hour to catch the flight. So but it happened suddenly, everything. So we didn't expect that. We guessed there might be an accident, but like from nowhere the lioness came, and it just easily hunted down the calf. So we thought the giraffe easily kick out the lioness, but I think the lioness is very experienced and it easily hunted down. And after biting the neck, the lioness moved away just some 20-30 meters away from the mother. So some 10-15 minutes, then the mother slowly she walked away in the savannah. So it was one of the crucial
Yeah.
sighting I ever had. Yeah.
It is, it's very heartbreaking. At the same time, that's nature.
That's nature, yeah.
Yeah.
The ranger told that the cub could be around less than 48 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we have
That's
a question from Ashok Deen Dayalu on that. What emotions did you go through when you shot this entire episode?
yeah. Um, like, well, I felt sad for the calf, but as a part of nature, the lioness also has the cubs, so she has to hunt frequently to feed the cubs. So I had a mixed feeling that time, so whether to feel bad for the calf or feel happy for the lioness or happy for the photo.
It's a circle of life.
Yeah, even
It's a
yeah,
circle of life. Yeah.
yes, that's a circle of life. This image is published in UK magazines like Daily Mail and The Mirror. Even there, when I see the comments from the people, a lot of people scolded me why the photographer didn't stop the lioness to hunt down the calf. But we can't do anything, right? So that's not in our hand, and also we should not stop. We should not interpret the nature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Gustavo is asking how far were you from this giraffe?
Yeah, so there were many vehicles actually, because I guess it was around some 4 to 5 vehicles there, and so we didn't want to disturb the anything, so we kept like almost uh, some 40-50 meters away from this. So we were in the track and we just simply watching that, and yeah, we didn't even disturb anything in that moment. Everything
And
happened naturally,
yeah.
and yeah.
And Dilna Avinash is asking, in wildlife photography, do you seek for stories or it's just that moments?
I always look for light and some stories. So I want to make good photographs. Yeah, stories, it happens.
Yes.
It's not, stories is not in your hand, but making photograph is in your hand. Stories, if you have luck, you'll get this. You will get some stories, or even you can make some stories with a set of images.
Yeah.
And
But
again,
making
with
stories
correct-
is not in your hand.
yeah. To an extent, when you understand the behavior, you will be able to predict something, and according to that, you can do. But in wild,
Yes.
making story is definitely not in our hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If something is happening, you can make a story out of it, but that's also, it depends on the day.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to the next.
Okay. So this image, this was shot in Jim Corbett National Park, Uttarakhand. Okay, so it was my first trip to Jim Corbett, and we checked in the Dikala guest house. So where there is only one guest house in the Jim Corbett. So we checked in the Dikala guest house, and we had lunch around 12:30. So then we started our first safari in the Jim Corbett. Their safari starts at 2 p.m. So we had no clue that because it's almost 2:15 in the afternoon, and hardly there was less predator movement, right? Big cat movement. So we was just slightly sitting in the back seat, and we were just seeing this Sambar road, and we were seeing that rivers, and we just crossed the river. And this is the famous tiger called Parvali. So actually, she's in the other side of the river. So we just went there to check whether any movements is there. So we thought to wait till 4 p.m. Then we will get some movements there. But when we took a curve in a turn, so we spotted the tiger. Suddenly our jeep stopped, and the driver shouted that tiger sir. Then we realized that she is holding a little fawn.
Oh.
So then, yeah, that was like almost 2:20 in the afternoon. So we never expected that I'll get to see a tiger at the time. So and light was perfect that time. So even it was no harsh light, and it was like perfect light. So what we did, like we just kept distance, and we went to front, and the tiger went inside the bushes. So we went, and we waited there. So after some time, the guide told that she just have 3 to 4 months cub that could be near the banks of the river, and she had, it's like almost 500 meters or 600 meters away from the river. So we guessed that she had to walk on that road to go to the river. So we kept, and also, like, I had only 500 that time. I didn't have 7200, unfortunately. So I wanted to have this path and the meadows to have the trim. So I asked him to go as much as far from the tiger, and we waited there. Yeah, and then as we waited, she had to walk on that road to go to the cubs. So yeah, she came on that road, and she posed nicely. Like, it's almost 10 to 15 minutes. She was walking on the road towards us, and we had amazing sighting that time.
Yeah, great.
Beautiful picture.
Eye
Yeah.
contact
Yeah.
with the
And this, yes.
And head on.
Also this,
Head on.
yes, head on.
Yeah.
Head on for some 15 minutes.
Oof, lucky you.
Yeah, I have all kind of shots, tight portraits, everything, but I wanted to capture this cape. So yeah, as expected, like, I got this one.
That's
Actually, this has a story behind this. Like, this
Mhm.
Parvali, the cubs is it was her like third litter. The previous 2 litters, she couldn't grown them because, like, by nature, floods, and by the other tigers, so they all killed. So this is her third litter. So she had to grow them. So, and the next day, after this next day, we sighted her with the peahen hill.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
So even all the guides from the park, right? So they are seeing that for the first time. So she caught the peahen, and she swim across the river, and she went into the bushes for the cubs.
That's amazing.
yeah.
She had to hunt more frequently to save the cubs, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many cups you got that time?
Three cubs.
3 cups.
Okay.
Even we saw the cubs after that. She came out to have a water. So we saw the small, but it was too far. Not good in terms of photography, but in sighting wise, it was very good.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we go to the next one. Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this image, like, published in some magazines, and also an NGO. So this is also like kind of unexpected sighting. This would be around in the time of May, I guess. May, yeah, during monsoon, just starting of the monsoon. So it's like almost 6 p.m. in the evenings, and hardly we didn't get any movements there. So then we are almost like close to the safari timing. We just had 30 minutes left. So what we like, our guide said, we'll go and check in one tiger tank. So there is a place called the tiger tank in Kabini. So this image is from Kabini. So yeah, so if no movements is there, like we just have to follow the fate, right? So we just thought to go and check the tiger tank before leaving. So when we enter there, as soon as we enter there, like we heard the alarm calls from the langur, the gray langur. So then we all excited and we scanned everywhere and we couldn't find anything. So then again we went back and forth and we searched everywhere, but we couldn't find anything. So then we thought like, okay, the tiger predator, it would have returned back because of our vehicle. So then we about to start, but our guide found that tiger. So, so she was sitting and watching. Yeah, she was sitting there and watching maybe for 15 minutes, but we couldn't find her.
That's always people that most of the experienced guides say they may be seeing us for 1,000 times and we may spot them only once or twice.
Yeah. Yes. So
amazing frame.
Yeah, the light was like almost too dark, so I had to come to ISO. And even hardly I got this eye contact just for in out of my all the series of the images, the eye contact is for only 1 or 2 images in that series. I would have taken some around 50 pictures, but only 2 has eye contact, and other it was again inside the bushes.
The luck is, you got to.
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing. So we go to the next frame.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, this one again. This was from April 2017, Masai Mara. Yeah. I always wanted to. I want to take more silhouettes, so I'll prefer to chase the horizons in the early morning. So I'll be very active during sunrise, or even before sunrise. So because like to spotting the animals for the sun is very difficult, right? So we have to pack everything, and I'll ask the guide to be ready at 5:45 exactly in the camp. So we'll pack everything and we'll be ready and we'll leave at 6. So to find the sighting and the early morning is very difficult. But this was again unlucky sighting. Like this happened almost around after some 20-30 minutes. So we spotted that the zebras were little nervous, and they were not in normal state. So we thought some predator, some lion might be there. So we went there and we sighted. There was only one single lioness. So even the pride was not there. So then so then again we kept distance and we moved away. So because we have to go to the low angle to get this horizon. So we went there and we waited for this sun to come up. Yeah. So, and also like I struggled to focus the lioness against the sun, because when the lioness come exactly opposite to the sun, like I felt really difficult to focus the lioness. So I increased the aperture and I kept the focus on the lioness back, and I used that back button focus to track the focus and got this.
It's an amazing one. Amazing.
Yeah. The sun, the prey, the predator, everything.
Is that too.
That's the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
And the golden light and the rim light, it's beautiful. So
again, like what I feel like positioning yourself matters. So
standing light and positioning yourself is definitely 2 key points.
Do you remember the exact details of this image?
I remember like I kept ISO is too low, like would be 100 or 200 I guess, and aperture is it's 18 plus f18. So so that I wanted to capture this exact that round of the sun. I think it would be f18 or plus, and ISO would be like 100 or 200.
Okay.
I guess it would be 100.
And
Beautiful.
Nitin is asking, did he get the next frame with the lion in the center of the sun?
Yeah, I have that.
Okay.
But that line, it's moving towards this right side, right?
Yeah.
I have the entire series, but I felt entering into the sun makes the frame. It adds some
Uploaded.
more beauty. Yeah. So instead of keeping the lioness in the center of that sun, it just entering in the sun. It gives like some more additional story to that.
Yeah. Beautiful it is.
Yeah.
Next one, please.
Yeah. So yeah, this one I wanted to keep this just to show how you have to position yourself and how you want to compose the frame. Like the sighting, we were following this cheetah like for almost some 2 hours from the morning. So she was desperately on a hunting mode, and we were following her, and even she attempted a hunt of a gazelles, and she missed it. And we were following and I noticed that there was a dead log there. So everyone knows that if the cheetah is there around, and if there is a dead log or some dead tree there, definitely the cheetah will climb on the tree to look for the prey. So what we did, like I asked the guide to keep the distance, and I wanted to keep it in as much as low as possible. So we went there and we opened the door, and I lied down, and perfectly, even before the cheetah coming into this log, I positioned just to keep this log in the frame. So yeah, everything is, yes, if you anticipate and if you pre-visualize something,
Yeah.
sometimes it will happen. So yeah, as expected, the cheetah came there, and she climbed on that, and she gave nice poses, and then it was just like 2 minutes, then again she went down.
It's beautiful. The
It
color,
was a cloudy day. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the sky.
sky,
Yes,
and
yes.
yeah, it's amazing.
So many other vehicles, they were on the they followed for the head-ons, and they were on the left side of this log. But some frames you have to choose, like rather than, like, if you choose, and if you look at the surrounding, you will get the best frames. So you need to choose your frame, and you can make it. Yeah.
And we have a question from Nitin again. Do you think habitat shots do well on social media?
Definitely not. If you expect likes, you have to go for portraits. But it's
Not
just a count.
always,
Like,
but yeah, it's tough.
yeah, it's just a count. It doesn't matter whether social media is trending. But first thing is, what I always feel is, you have to satisfy with your picture than the other people, the social media.
That's
So
true.
I always prefer to have these habitats. Like, as I told, it gives their way of lifestyle to the next generation. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and also
And
it's
yeah.
we want to showcase on how their lifestyle,
Yes.
how they are living. Yeah.
Venkit Maran is asking, is getting down in a national park allowed?
No.
No, it is not
No.
allowed.
It's not allowed.
What we used to do, like, it's a custom vehicle, and there won't be any windows, and we'll remove all the doors, and also, like, we'll put mattress, and we'll remove the seats as well. It's a 4x4 Land Cruiser, and we'll put on mattress, and you can lie down in the vehicle, and you can take.
Yeah, that's the
And
same thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. I have another photo which shows, like, I tried different than, like, just using that. I'll tell you, and while going with that photo, explaining with that photo, it's even further ground level. And also, like, you can it's like, if you see it in Masai Mara, it's not always at the same level. There will be ups and downs, so you choose your positioning accordingly. You go to downwards, and you keep your subject on the upside, so you will
Right.
easily get high level shot here.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you will not get every time this one. It depends on the background, and depends on the particular scene.
Yeah.
But it's not allowed to get down in the national parks anywhere.
Okay. So let's go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. This image, like, this is published in BBC and BBC News. So this one, actually, if you see, this is an illusion, like where these two impalas are kissing, but actually they are not. It's just a play with the aperture and the depth of field. So they were actually at the different distance. The range is different. So yeah, and also one more thing, like what I feel like during first 2 hours of the morning safari, don't keep your camera down. Keep clicking, keep on clicking. So you will get a different perspective at any time. So yeah, this was they were just trying to cross each other, and I got this one.
Okay.
But many people thought they are actually kissing, but they are not.
It's your presence of mind at that time which made you click
presence
that.
of mind, and also it just like
Thought process.
in the sequence it came. It was never planned. It's not planned. It's just a lucky shot. It came.
So there is one more question. Hermi, this we are going to address later.
Later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall I move next?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, I have a next sequence in this same one. So so many people asked how this dust came, or how what is that background. So actually this is actually happened near the Mara River. If even you could see the river in the backside.
Yeah.
So it's almost like around 6:30 in the evening, end of the day, and we waited on hours and hours for just to cross the zebras to the other side of the river. But it takes like generally like migration crossing the river, it takes time. So we waited there patiently, and like after 2-3 hours, some of the zebras they tried to cross the river, and the second or third zebra hunted down by a crocodile, a bunch of crocodiles. So and what happened, and also we realized that there was 2 lioness in the same side of the river, and they were stacking from the bushes, and all the zebras they returned back. So they were running back again to the open savanna. So that time the dust created from their the herd of zebras, and also the sun was about to set, right? So we got this golden light there, and this lioness also it tried to chase the zebras. So that time I got this one.
What are the settings for this?
Yeah.
So Kelvin, I think it's 6,000 plus 6,500 something. And as usual, I kept like a higher shutter speed, like to get, because it was something action. Actually, it would have been nice if the Lioness caught some zebras, but it was a missent failure. So ISO would be like 500 plus, because like it's almost like light also going down. So
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, great image with the dust and the light. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love this image.
Beautiful.
Even the black and white tone for this one also, it's nice. So that's why even I have black and white. I processed as a black and white. I thought to have 2 different images here. So this one from the last one from the herd. So the lioness chased this zebra, but the zebras ran away.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the same sequence.
So we had like amazing sighting that time. So even the zebras killed by the crocodiles from the same sequence.
Okay.
Yeah. But they were like the downside, like hardly we couldn't see the complete kill, but we saw some bits and pieces and the bloods over there.
Hello.
I think Ram is having some.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now we can. Yeah.
Shall I move to next?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah. This is the image I referred in the previous one. So someone asked about, right, where can we get down from the vehicle? Yeah, but like you can use some other techniques to get the ground level. So this was shot in Ambosali. The backdrop is the Mount Kilimanjaro. And so I kept what I did. I used the monopod, and I mounted the gears in the monopod, and I used the beanbag. I put the beanbag on the ground, and I kept that camera with the help of monopod in the ground level, and I used this mobile app to control this. So I used Canon 5D Mark IV here. So you can easily control the Canon 5D Mark IV from the EOS app. So yeah, this shot was planned and taken from the ground level.
Okay.
Great.
Beautiful composition.
Yeah.
This was almost around the evening.
Yeah.
And it was shot in Amboseli, right?
Yeah, it's Gilly in the back. Ram, it's from Amboseli, right? The previous one?
Yeah, it was shot in Amboseli.
Yeah.
Amboseli is an amazing place I've ever visited.
Herme, are you able to hear Ram?
Yes.
No.
It's from Amboseli.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to the next.
One, please. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Do you see the deer image now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we do.
This one from Bharatpur. Like, yeah, so when we entered there, like we saw this path, and we thought like if there is any subject, the frame will be beautiful. So we waited for some 30-40 minutes just to get any hyena or some deer to come up.
Yeah, and
this was from January winter. So in the misty background.
And you see the layers of colors, dark, slightly lighter, and light.
Because of the light.
Dark, light.
Yes.
And the
beautiful.
mist.
Yes. Great one.
Yeah, let's go next.
Oh. Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah. This one again, like sometimes if your instinct comes true, right? So you'll be very happy. So this is from last trip to Masai Mara. So when I got down in the when after checkout after checking the camp, so we started to the first safari. So I told to the guide that I wanted to see some leopard in the tree, in the silhouette. So in this, whenever I go there, I'll just have some dream list. So just I'll imagine something. If you get something like this frame, it'll be good. So I told him that if I get some leopard on the tree for the silhouettes, it will be good I was telling. So luckily it happened on that day itself, on the very first day of the trip. So we heard that there is a leopard on the tree, and we went there, and light was perfect. It was little cloudy day, so we didn't get the complete clear sky. It was a cloudy day, and even we didn't get the complete. We couldn't see the. Sorry.
It's still awesome.
Yeah, so we couldn't get the sun, but yeah, still I could manage to get this silhouette.
Yeah, before we move to this next slide, I want to know the settings for the previous one, the deer, the gazelle one. Yeah.
Cheetah.
Okay.
Cheetah.
Yeah. Cheetah. Yeah, I always actually I have one preference. I always underexpose to two stops, one or two stops. So okay. I because like underexposed image can be in the post process or something, it can be recovered, but if you overexpose, you will not recover that image. So what I do, I always underexpose a lot, not only this picture or any picture, and this was like heavy fog there. So ISO would be like 800 plus, because like we couldn't see anything in the morning. So and yeah.
And what lens was using?
I used 500 mm, and I lie down in the ground there.
Okay.
And we waited, like myself and my friend were there. Like we lied down and we waited for 30-40 minutes. Then finally we got some moments there, and they walked from far, and they kept.
So there you can get down from the vehicle.
There it's in Bharatpur you can walk. You have to walk.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
Bharatpur,
Okay.
Yeah.
Kailadev National Park. There you don't have any safari vehicles. You can
Okay.
hire rickshaws and you can go into the park, and there you can walk. You have to walk like anything.
Okay.
So morning
Yeah.
even I used to run sometime to because like for some time we'll get the trim lights, right? So
Okay.
Yeah.
that time yeah, you should not be lazy. You have to be in hurry burry and you should make as many pictures as you want. So you should not spend like also you should not spend more than 10 minutes in one particular scene, because then you will anyhow you will not be satisfied with that image. So you have to keep on going. So finally you will get some good images.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead.
So someone is asking which park it is once again.
Bharat.
Bharatpur,
Bharatpur.
Bharatpur.
Kailadev National Park.
Yeah.
It's from Agra to Jaipur on the way in the highway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, this one I told, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even I have another frame of this one. I'll show it in the later.
Okay.
The same one with the different frame.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
So this one, the settings would be like I noted down. The settings is it was shot with the 1DX Mark II and 500 mm, and I kept aperture f32. I remember because I wanted this exact sun. I experimented few things. I kept like f18, but still I got the burst of the sun. So I increased to the maximum one f32, and ISO was 100. And yeah, the zebra because of our presence, so the zebra tried to move away. So at the time we got this shot. And again, I lied down in the vehicle and I opened the door. I lied down and I took this.
Okay. Inside the vehicle.
Lie down
Inside
in the
the
vehicle.
Inside, yeah.
In
Not,
the vehicle.
not on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go to the next one, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, this one like again like framing matters. You need to position yourself. So I noticed that this elephant it was walking from the left side to the right side, and also it was on the highland. So we positioned ourselves in the lowland, and we noticed some gazelles were grazing. So at any point we might get the gazelles in the bottom of the elephant in between the legs. So this one, like as anticipated, we got this one.
That's beautiful, especially with the blue.
Yeah, it was like completely on the cloudy day, and
Yeah.
it was about to rain. We went during the monsoon. This one, it was completely flooded everywhere, and we hardly like move. We just covered only 10 to 15% of the park that in that entire trip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the rivers are flooded, and we were in between two rivers, so we couldn't go anywhere.
Okay.
So we tried to
during-
use the
during
time
the
as much
monsoon
as
season, it's very tough to
yes,
move
yes.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
it's
the vehicle will get stuck in the mud.
Exactly.
Then we have
yeah.
to spend hours to come out from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this trip, I especially concentrated on the frames, then lions and other cats. We wanted to capture all the any subject with good frame and with good light.
Yes. Great. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one, Giraffe, the cloudy background. Okay, so this one, as I told, I always wanted to capture the animals in their habitat. Actually, here we waited for a cheetah hunt on the other side. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. So everyone we waited for a cheetah hunt. So I noticed the other side. So you should not concentrate on one things when you are in, especially in such a Masai Mara or some in such open lands. Your eyes has to look all 360 degrees. So I noticed that Giraffe walking on the horizon. So that time we made this frame.
It's beautiful. It's a great habitat
Yeah,
shot.
Lovely
tree
composition.
always some tree is an additional addition to the frame. So kept it
Yeah.
in the frame and this. Yeah.
And that shows the scale too, the
Yeah,
size
this
and
was
the position.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in the previous picture of the elephant, which month did you go?
This one from February
February.
this year.
Okay.
Immediately
Oh,
after this trip, the lockdown happened.
lucky you at least managed to go in
Yeah,
this month of February.
in 2020. Yeah,
Oh, that's wonderful. You will be one of
yes,
the luckiest people.
yeah.
In fact,
Even like we came across all this scannings, fever scannings, and everything.
Okay.
So we were little like worried that even the trip might go, but luckily it happened.
We
That time
had to.
only it started spreading from China to Europe.
Mm.
yeah. And today is the day I last visited Masai Mara.
Last year.
Last year. It's
Yeah,
exactly 1 year.
Yeah.
badly missing the migration this year, right?
Yeah, it is. And I heard it's huge. John, I was
Yeah,
talking to John, and he said it's miracle that the number of wildebeest and zebras are there. It's crazy. It's all
yeah,
over the place.
yeah. Good that like this year they are peacefully crossing the rivers.
No hangama. But he said on weekends there is a lot of a local crowd in the park.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. What is the Kelvin value for this?
This one like 4,000 because
Oh,
it's like kind of cloudy and bluish tone. So I wanted to keep the bluish tone. Uh, the Kelvin would be 4,000 to 4,500.
Okay.
and what lens have you used?
This one 500 mm.
Fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's go.
Any questions for this image?
Exif,
Just
if you can
compliment.
share.
XIF. Yeah. Again, this is actually 70-200.
Okay.
So this one like would be from 70 mm focal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also if you want to get this cloud right, so you have to underexpose so that you will get the each and every layer in the cloud. So and from the post processing, when you increase your shadows, you'll bring out these layers. Yeah. I underexposed a lot, like could be like 2 to 3 stops.
Mm-hmm.
ISO is pretty 100 or 200.
And
So
aperture,
light was good.
aperture
Aperture
will be
would be like 3.5 or 4, I guess. Yeah, I don't remember exactly. Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we will proceed to the next one, please.
Okay. So this one, many of the people thought I got down and I took it from the ground level. But like you will realize that when you come to Mara, because the grounds are not even like the ground. You will have ups and downs. So you have to position yourself like sometimes if you keep distance from the subject and you move away and you choose your position, and the subject will cooperate with you very closely. Like if you spend some time and if you give space to them, and they will give some good cooperation with you. So this one like yeah, we kept distance and we even hardly like we left this Cheetah out, and we realized that actually he was on hunting mode. And there were no prey around that, so he had to cross the river. So we waited in the other side of the river, and we got this clouds. This one like
So you got
during
some
me and
jumping to the river.
sorry.
Did you got any jumping to the river or swimming?
No, he went into the bushes and he came the other side.
Oh,
So you'll not get everything you wanted, right?
You can't ask everything.
yeah. I just wanted to know the sequence because you said that you saw it.
What software do you use generally for post processing?
I use only Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very easy for post processing. So even with minor changes, you can bring out your and all. Also, also like most of the times, so if you see my raw images, sometimes you will not understand the image, but I know what to do post process. So during clicking itself, I'll keep the settings accordingly.
Okay.
Let's say if you underexpose a lot, what you need to do in the post processing, you need to increase the shadows and you need to adjust the exposure accordingly on the particular places. Yeah. So visualize your
So,
composition and the output of the
Mithun,
image and shoot accordingly.
Yeah.
okay. Mithun Narayan is asking, how can we lay down if other people are there in the vehicle?
Okay. Yeah. I told right.
He
It's
basically
a
wants to know how many
customized.
people.
Mostly it will be 2 to 3 people in the vehicle. It's not like in our Indian parks where there will be 4, 5 people in the vehicle. And it's a big 4x4 Land Cruiser and it's a customized, fully customized one. We'll remove the seats and you will get the low angle from backside. Yeah. So 2 to 3 people is advisable. More than that, everyone will not get this frame.
I think two is better.
2 is better. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to, all are your friends side, you have to cooperate and you, if you take the shot and give it to the next.
It's a critical thing when it is more
Yes.
than two people, because you the friend get one, you don't get one, then you go as friends and come as enemies.
That happens.
That happens. So especially art is something which give you a lot of ego boost and kind of competition among friends. So the
Yes.
suggestion is go with two people in a vehicle rather than three. Yeah.
Yeah. And like there is no point in getting same image from
Yes.
many people, right?
Yes.
So
Exactly.
you choose your position in the vehicle and you shoot accordingly.
Yeah.
There is one of your fan follower, Dilshan Digitals. He's asking, Anna, can you tell us about the gears you will use at the Wild?
Okay, so I use Canon gears like I use Canon 1DX Mark II and 5D Mark IV with 500 as a tele lens and 7200.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I used to take wide angle, but wide angle it doesn't make much. I tried 2 times with the wide angle, but what I feel wide angle means like either you have to keep your cameras with the remote control to get the subject very close, but from the vehicle 1635 you will not get the expected output. So I
Yeah.
stopped taking 1635 and I always use 7200.
Okay.
Great.
It's always it's good to use two gears. Yes, you can't change the lenses at that time moment, right?
Yes.
So it's better to have two bodies with two lenses.
Yeah.
And do you use flash?
No,
Do you? Okay.
it's not advisable to use flash.
Yeah, it
And
can.
yes, it might disturb the animal. It's not advisable to use flash.
Okay. Let's go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So this one from Ambosali. The beautiful orange light in the evening. So all the elephants, they were heading towards the bushes in the evening. As I told, like I started the wildlife only because of the love with the elephants. So I'll spend hours when I see the elephants there.
It's a beautiful one, especially the formation of the tail and the trunk made it even more. Yeah.
Yeah, and you could see the some part of the rays of the sun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ambosali is like such a heavenly place, especially if you are an elephant
For
lover.
elephants. Yes. Yes.
So we have seen hardly like 2,000 elephants on the day.
Wow.
And also like we are lucky to see the Kilimanjaro almost till in the afternoon.
That's wonderful. Yeah, that doesn't happen every day.
With the clear
Yeah.
one, without any clouds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So next set of images will be black and white silhouettes. So
Okay.
even yeah, So this one sometimes like when you have the harsh light or sometime, right? So what I do, I plan accordingly to make this kind of images. So you need to go as much as low to get the subject against the sky. So you can do it with the help of post process. You can bring out such kind of images. I'll see next some 5 images with this series. So this one this one almost some 4 p.m. So it was against the light, and even if you shoot, you'll get shadows and other stuff. So that's why I underexposed a lot, even -4 like that. So that you will get a completely dark. So you can with the help of post process as well. So you'll get this.
On that note, we have a question from Srikant.
Yeah.
What is your view on the recent addiction of wildlife photographers towards artistic fine art processing?
Okay. Even this one I posted as a question in my Instagram story. Yeah, photography doesn't have any boundaries, right?
Definitely.
Art doesn't have any boundaries. So it depends on your imagination and visualization.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, you should not you should not over process, and it should be little natural. It should be realistic. So if you want to if you want to process as an artistic image, then you can call that as unrealistic image, or yeah. What I feel, you should keep something aligned with the nature, what it exactly there, and yeah.
Yeah, I think
Like
what
many
he
people
meant
are
is like
adding
recently we are
moon
seeing
or
lot of people post processing just for the social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
In general, I
True.
think our suggestion will be keeping it,
Very
don't
simple.
remove or add anything, and
Yes.
do this otherwise. Yes.
But I feel you should not manipulate the image by adding moon or sun, etc. Whatever
Yeah.
is there in
Sometimes
the
extra
frame.
colors will also get the image manipulated.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever is there in the frame, you process, and you make some fine art pictures out of it. That's from my perspective, but it
Yes.
depends on the
Personal.
people's
It's
view.
definitely personal.
Yeah, it's their personal choice. Yeah,
Yep.
there is no complaint on that. It's their personal choice.
Yeah. But in general, even if you're going to be a part of some competition or anything as such, they will definitely ask you for the raw images, and at that time, if the raw and the processed image is going to look
Yes.
day and night, then you put yourself into a question mark. So, but then if it is only for social and that is what you like, it is completely your choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a special, like this is from Masai Mara. Hardly you will not see lines on the tree, right? So
Yes.
yeah, this is called Enkuyani Pride. So this was on the first day of this trip. This one from the recent trip during this monsoon,
Okay.
like February
Okay.
2020. Yeah. So actually there are 2 more Lioness on the tree. With this dark you will not see. There is a Lioness and a Kabbas on the tree.
Oh.
It's in the dark. Yeah, I underexposed a lot, so it's too dark.
Okay.
This one I used 1DX and 7200.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to get the frame, entire frame.
Okay.
Okay. So this one from the same sequence which I showed initially, right? The cheetah and the log. Yeah. So this one, like, you can make some if you have your subject with the sky, right? So you can make some black and white fine arts like this.
True.
So I didn't add anything, or I didn't remove anything. I just corrected the light in the post processing. I made black and white, and I increased the highlights to get the complete white background. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just minor changes in the Lightroom. Yeah. So you will get your fine art images.
Yeah. You need to have that vision.
Yeah, you need to have that vision. Yeah.
Yes.
This one I had visualized that during the shot itself. I wanted to have something silhouettes as well. So that's the reason. Yeah. And also, like both the images I underexposed like more than 3 stubs. The first one which I showed, like from the post processing, I recovered the details by increasing shadows and minor changes in the brightness. And this one again, I reduced the shadows to get more darks. So I shot in the middle of two shots to get a clear image, or also to get this silhouette image.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, so this one also almost the same kind of shot. It was from the harsh light, even it was in the daytime, maybe at 11 or 12 p.m. So yeah, again the cheetah was on the highland, and we went down, and from the vehicle we went down. So this was shot from the vehicle from the low angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the last two. Yeah.
Okay.
I showed right the silhouette of the
Yes.
leopard
Yes.
with the orange light.
Yeah.
So this one from the two different focal lengths. So this one with the 200 70-200. So this one from 200 mm, and this one from 70.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So even if
It's
you
the same,
can
it's the
see
same location, same leopard.
Yes.
same leopard. I'll show you. So this is the leopard.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this one with 500 mm, and this one 200.
70-200. Yeah.
70-200 from the 200 focal length, and
Okay.
another one is from the 70 focal length.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even you can see a kill here, a dead carcass here.
Okay. Yeah.
Here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I think that's the last one.
Okay. Beautiful collection, Ram. It's amazing, and amazing stories, and a lot of technical information. So it was a fabulous experience. Now let's see what people have more questions. I do see a lot of messages.
Yeah, sure. We'll jump into it.
Yeah.
If we go from
So
the beginning.
Puneet is asking, Ram sir, your tips or advice for beginners in wildlife photography.
Tips on wildlife photography.
For beginners.
Tips or advice for beginners.
Just keep clicking. So nothing else apart from that. You have to keep clicking, and you experience by yourself. Take a lot of images and review it yourself. Then you will realize what mistakes you made. Then again you rectify your mistakes and you take it again. So what I suggest, you experiment a lot with lights. So you will not get everything during the initial stage itself. It will take time. So be patient and experiment a lot.
Yes.
And what is the procedure to come with you to the national parks?
Procedure it's very simple. All the national parks has the forest department entry safari gates. So some parks you need to pre-book it, and some parks you can directly go there and you can pay the safari fee and you can go in the safari vehicle.
I think he's talking about to come with you.
To join you.
To come with me, yeah, anytime. Like I used to post about my next workshops or next trips in the social medias. You can always follow me and you can text me at any time. If you want to join, you can join with us.
Yeah. And do you use constant light or flash during nighttime images?
No. Most of the national parks are closed after 6:30 or 7. So you are not supposed to go inside the national parks during the night time.
Yeah.
And also, in the daytime also you should not use the flash.
Yeah. More.
It's only in the daytime from morning 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. maximum. Yeah, maximum 7 p.m.
Yes.
Some advantage if you stay in the inside the parks. Yeah, Masai Mara or some other national parks has the camps inside the park. So that time you have advantage till you can be there 7 p.m.
And again,
and also you can enter very early in the park. Yeah.
Even inside, even the camps. Inside the camp, you can try some night and
Yes.
astro and things like that. Yes.
Can you share some tips on low light photography?
Low light photography, like uh, you should have a steady shutter speed. So what you need to do, like if you are mostly, you have to try portraits or like subject align or any cats or any subject. You try portraits and keep your settings. I'll tell some settings in the for the low light. You need to have high ISO, and also it depends on your camera. Your camera should support with maximum ISO with low noise, and also you keep your continuous mode or something to one shot. Don't keep continuous mode always, then it will be shaky. So keep it one shot, and use any tripod or bean bags. Yeah, and have at least 1/50 or 100 shutter speed. If you try continuous shot mode, and then again all the images will shaky. So you keep one shot, and yeah.
Yeah.
And do
Please
you
take
use
it with
any?
your bean bag.
Do you use any filters?
No, I don't use any filters. Like you use your settings accordingly. Like you need to play with the light with your Kelvin as well. So many people, they are not adjusting the Kelvin, but it depends. Let's say if you are going inside at early morning, where you will see two different kind of lights. Sometimes you will get orange light, or sometimes you will get the blue. So it depends. So you adjust your white balance accordingly. So yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you choose one single photo out of the multiple shots while deciding does frame matters more or other things such as accurate focus?
uh, yeah, it, it's a good question. Like it's even like we used to shoot even this sequence. I have around some 300 400 images here. To choose the one best out of it, it depends on the many aspects. Let's say, so this leopard is actually stretching a bit. Even I have the image of sitting there and seeing towards or lying down. So you, and again, it's your personal choice as well. So you need to know what and all what adds more beauty to your image. Sometimes let's say if there is a bird flying here, that adds more, again that adds some more beauty to this image. So you need to choose your image accordingly. Yeah,
Yeah.
not always a sharp one, because like it depends on the picture.
So as a photographer, you have to chase the animals. Ever the reverse happened? I don't think you chase animals.
We don't chase
No,
animals.
we don't chase animal. As I said, we you need to give space to the animals so that you will get some best out of them. If you chase them, they will run away.
Yeah.
So you need to be patient. So you be patient and observe their behavior and wait accordingly. In the perfect place, you will get the best out of it.
Yeah.
And your views on mirrorless cameras?
Yeah, I yet to experiment that. I'm recently I'm announced as one of the brand influencer in Canon. I'm yet to receive my gears for the field review. So
Okay.
soon I'll post about that.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I think that's all the questions are for now.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were keep on asking in between.
Yeah, in between we asked all the questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on behalf of, from our side, as Hermes said, between us plus for all the viewers, and it was amazing session, Ram. It was really great.
Very
And
interesting, beautiful images.
yeah, of fabulous images. So
Yeah.
thank you for your time, and thank you for sharing all the tips, and it's amazing, and we wish you all the best for your future journey, and let's hope we will come across each other rather than this live in real life in Mara sometime.
Yeah, soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nisha.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Hermes.
Thanks.
It's a pleasure
Thanks,
to
man.
talk with you. And
Same here.
also stay safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish everyone to stay safe. Yeah, and hope this will end soon. Yeah,
And soon, yeah.
we'll be back to normal life, and we'll make all the trips.
Yes. Okay. See you then.
Yeah.
See you here. Thank you.
Yeah, see you. Thank you. Bye.
So that was Ram, and some extraordinary stories and spectacular images. What a collection. What a play of light.
Each frames I loved. Each
Yeah.
frames beautiful composition, light, playing
Yeah.
with the light is awesome.
Yeah, awesome collection next. And the placement of the trees and the shadows and the black and white, everything was awesome. It's
Yeah.
beautiful
As,
collection.
as Ram said, if you spend more time in the wild, if you spend more time with your species, you will get interesting frames. You will get to uh, like increase your ability to do the shoot like photography in wildlife.
Yeah.
So that's the key thing I think we
Yes.
have to follow.
Your practice is, there is no shortcut. Your
Yeah.
practice is the most important thing, and the more you practice, the better you become. You will understand more about the animals and their behavior. You
Yes.
understand more about the habitat. When it comes to the gears, see, it's you can forget about the brand side. You buy what you can afford. Think about what you can afford and be a master, understand the basics. So that's all about it, and then practicing it without hurting the habitat or any of the species.
Once you get more into the genre of your photography, then naturally you will find one or the other way to get your good the dream cameras, dream equipments. You will naturally it will come to you.
Yes.
So put your heart in whatever you do. Click everything. Click whatever you feel is good for you, your kind of genre.
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
is, it's a beautiful journey. You take a moment to enjoy it rather than getting into a rat race. This is art. It's and this is for a good purpose, to show people and to influence people. So let's do this together. On that note, the next program is on 12th, the coming Wednesday. That's
Yeah.
going to be a review for the with the theme of,
Photography. Yeah.
yeah, wildlife photography, and 5 photographers from different part of the world will be joining us. You can hear their stories, their view on photography, and our suggestions, and what we can learn together as the whole concept. So
Yeah.
if you are interested to come on live with us, to share your images, to see what we think, and we would like to see your experience, and we would love to learn from you too. So the whole idea is connecting with people and connecting with nature. On that note, Hermi, what is the email ID they need to share the images to?
Posttrails.review@gmail.com. Posttrails, PAWSTRAILS .review@gmail.com.
So that's the email
Yeah.
ID. You
If
can,
anybody want to get their photographs reviewed, you can email us. We will
yeah.
select.
And I mean, nature related, preferably wildlife,
Yeah.
and anything under nature. No architecture, no fashion, no people. So
Yes.
anything in nature except people and architecture and things like that, yes, please do send it across. We will be, we are happy to share our views on it, and we are happy to learn from you. And let's see how we proceed on that note. Other than that, COVID, flood, plane crash, there is a lot happening across the world. All we can do is support in whichever way we can to the people who are
In need.
in a critical situation, and pray for them. The most important thing with COVID, please stay safe. Reduce the interaction as much as possible. Keep the distance. Use mask. Use hand sanitizers, and stay safe and stay connected. Call people. You know, be safe, but be in touch.
Yeah. So let's wind up for the day.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
See you soon.
See you on 12th on coming Wednesday. On that note,
Bye.
bye.